Your response to the vice president, sir?
Look, he's a weak person. He's been weak all his life, but now he's really weak. And if you look at Bernie and I call it the manifesto that was agreed to with Biden and his group, that's further left than Bernie ever was. Don't forget, Biden wasn't going to come out of his basement until the election. Now he had to because the polls are so good. For me, now he had to because the polls are different. So all of a sudden he's in Pittsburgh. Then he said, okay, he's leaving, but he won't leave for 10 days. 10 days is a long time. So in the meantime, like on Sunday or Saturday, I'm in Texas, I'm in Louisiana. I was going to stop in 2 other places. Fortunately, they didn't get hit. Arkansas wasn't hit very much, et cetera, et cetera. I would have stopped. But I'm all over the place. I leave early in the morning, I get home late at night, and that's what you have to do as president.
And
Joe doesn't have energy.
So how does a Trump re-election calm things down in the United States? Biden says he's going to calm things down. How will a Trump re-election calm? Why? Why won't he calm things down?
Biden won't calm things down. They will take over. It's a revolution. You understand that. It's a revolution. I don't even like to mention Biden because he's not controlling anything.
Who do you think is pulling Biden's strings? Is it former Obama
people
officials?
That you've never heard of. The Democrats have lost control of the radical left.
Do you want your supporters to confront the left-wing protesters, or do you want to leave it to law enforcement?
No, I don't want them. I want to leave it to law enforcement. Well, it's a peaceful protest. I mean, they were protesting. They weren't. You know, it's amazing. They want to protest, and they get criticized. The other people run through the streets, burn down storefronts, hurt people, beat people, and kill people, kick people in the face. That would have happened to Rand Paul, by the way, and his wife, except that you had 2 and then ultimately 4 very good policemen who took a big beating. They really, what they did was very brave, actually. I mean, can you imagine? I'm saying policemen were brave because they were escorting, but they were escorting a U.S. senator and his wife. And as Rand said, he would have been killed if they weren't there.
If you see anybody from that cabinet, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
Please, get up in the face of some Congress people.
They say that when you walk through the streets of Portland, this is years and years of burning and
it's not last 90 days. It's been really
no. It's been horrible in the last 90 days. But no, it's been going on for many, many years. So they wouldn't protect it because the mayor said he doesn't care. Now Portland's a little different. That's anarchists, and I actually think in many ways that's easier to handle. I think Portland is very easy to handle because that's a group of anarchists that are paid by the outside. So we sent in our Homeland people. They did a great job, and I'll tell you how unfair the news is. NBC News didn't show that he was being shouted at and cursed at, and he ran, literally he had to run for his life because they were going to really hurt him. And they didn't have the people shouting. They had him standing there, and they talked about how it was a show of great unity, the mayor standing with the people. Those people were going to kill him. They were saying things that I can't repeat right now, but horrible things, but they didn't put that on. I actually happened to see the real tape on Fox. He escaped with his life, and yet he doesn't want any help. It's so unfair to the people of Oregon. We could solve that problem quickly. And I actually don't even think they know. I think they're just thugs. I don't think it may be an ideology and it may not. It is an ideology for the people that are paying them. And the funny thing is, and the strange thing is, the people that are paying them and all this money, those people will be overthrown. Their lives will be taken away. Their lives will be endangered. They're all going to be gone. They're just stupid, foolish people that made a lot of money.
But the money is coming from somewhere.
Money is coming
how can it be tracked?
From some very stupid rich people that have no idea that if their thing ever succeeded, which it won't, they will be thrown to the wolves like you've never seen before. It's a weird thing. It's like warped minds.
Most red states are cooperating with federal law enforcement. And things are relatively calm in red state America. But Biden said again today in Pittsburgh that essentially you're not going to be safe in Donald Trump's America.
So if it weren't Donald Trump's America, to just use the expression as I'm president, you would have riots like you've never seen.
It's more dangerous to be a police officer today, do you not think, than it has been in
the police
a long time?
Are under siege. They can do 10,000 great acts, which is what they do, and one bad apple or a choker. You know, a choker, they choke. You could be a police officer for 15 years, and all of a sudden you're confronted. You've got a quarter of a second to make a decision. If you don't make the decision and you're wrong, you're dead. People choke under those circumstances, and they make a bad decision. I've seen bad decisions, but you also have bad police, but you also, the vast, not only the vast majority, thousands and thousands of great acts and one bad one, and you make the evening news for weeks. Criminal justice reform was such a big deal. And look what Biden did in 1994. What he did to people, to black people.
He called the criminals predators.
Well, he called them predators. Super predators,
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
He called them super
So
predators.
when you
Unfortunately, the African American, the black community has been so used to going and oppressing a Democrat lever. And what have they got out of it? They've got nothing. Obama didn't give them criminal justice reform. I did. Obama didn't give them opportunity zones. I did. Obama didn't do all of the things, didn't save. Obama could have saved the historically black colleges and universities. He didn't do anything for them. He didn't do anything for them. I've done more, and I said it in the speech, some people said you shouldn't say it, it's too aggressive. I said, what's aggressive? I've done more than any president in the history of our country, except for maybe, and I say maybe Abraham Lincoln.